We have another picture. So is it a cat or is it a tiger, or what do you think? They're cats, right? They're some kind of special wild cats, and these cats, we call them as fishing cats. Why fishing cats was in news? Fishing cats was in news because it has been found that the Chilika Lake, okay, before that, Chilika Lake, one of the famous lake. Can you tell me where this Chilika Lake is present and why is it famous? Chilika Lake is located in Odisha. Okay, it's a major saltwater lake or brackish water lagoon, whatever you say. It's one of the largest. So for that purpose, this Chilika Lake is famous. And recently, these numbers of these fishing cats have been recorded in the Chilika Lake. And who has done this census? The census has been done by the Chilika Development Authority, and they have collaborated with the Fishing Cat Project. Okay, with the Fishing Cat Project, they have collaborated and they have tried to count the population of these fishing cats. The specialty of this cat is that they are medium sized. Okay, they are not very small like our pet cats. They're comparatively bigger in size compared to those pet cats because they are wild. So you can see they are medium sized and they are native. You will find in Asia, South and Southeast Asia. And these cats, normally what do we see? Cats, they are very much afraid of water. Am I right? They hate water. They are actually hydrophobic in nature. If you want to sway away a cat, what you can do? You can simply showcase it with some amount of water. Just drop some amount of water, not the entire mug of water. Don't do that because cats will also fall sick. Just if you just drop some amount of water, they will run away. Yes, because they are afraid of water. Especially in our homes, these cats, sometimes what happen? They used to keep on fighting. Yes, some other cats will come from a different location, and these animals, you know, they fight for every time. They will fight for location and they will fight for the opposite sex as well. Okay, this is a normal behavior of them. If they are occupying a particular area, they will try to showcase their power. They will say that, yes, I am the king here, or I am the queen here. Who are you to come into my borderline? Who are you to come? How dare you to cross the borderline? And they will start fighting among one another. And such a terrible sound they will create. Yes, terrible sound they will create. Sometimes we need to wake up at night and we need to sway them away at night because it creates, literally it will try to create disturbance. But when you are petting them, you need to accept everything, right? Because at the end, by the end, they will again return back to us and they will show their cute faces and their cute gestures, by which again I feel very pity and I feel very love for them, right? Yes. So this cats, for that purpose, what I do, basically, I will take a mug and I will just try to sprinkle some water. Yes, or I will try to throw water in the other part so that by hearing the sound of water, they would at least deviate their ways. So these are certain kind of mechanisms. But see, this fishing cats, they love remaining in the wetlands. Remaining in the wetlands means they are trying to catch the fish from the wetlands. So this is some kind of special kind of thing, special behavior that we see among the fishing cats, among all the cat family. Usually cats, they are hydrophobic. With this fishing cat, they will go, they will dip into water. They will not directly, they won't directly dip. They will of course remain on the land, but at least they will take certain time to find the fish, right? So it's a kind of peculiar thing. Otherwise, what happens in our home, if there is some amount of water falling and by mistake, if my cat steps it, then he or she will feel that irritated that he or she will keep on shaking his paws out of irritation. They don't at all love their love water at all. They hate water. They will shake the paws. They will try to dry it up as much as possible, as soon as possible, so that water, no inch of water remains in their body. So different behaviors you will see among different animals. Try to love animals. You can observe, you can really enjoy with them. So if you see fishing cats in our country, majorly you will find majorly in Sundarbans. I think you all have heard about Sundarbans in West Bengal. So this fishing cats, you will find it there. Then one is that foothills of Himalayas as well. In the foothills of Himalayas as well, certain fishing cats are available, because in the foothills you can find certain kind of rivers that will originate, and they will try to catch the fish there. Wherever there is fish, they will try to be there. Yes. And then in the western ghats of our country, yes, these three are the major locations where you will find majority of the fishing cats. Sundarbans in West Bengal, then you have this foothills of the Himalaya, and then we have the western ghats of our country. Yes, and it's interesting, you need to know that the fishing cats are the state animal of West Bengal. Remember, it's the state animal of West Bengal. Every state, they have their own state bird and state animals. And West Bengal, its state animal is fishing cat. And as they are wild cats, they will also come under an act for their protection, for their conservation, and that's the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. Okay, the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972, it has certain rules and regulations which people need to follow. It has rules and regulations in which it prohibits the hunting or killing of certain species of animals. On the other hand, it will also try to conserve and maintain their ecology. So there are different schedules. There are 6 schedules under this Wildlife Protection Act 1972. All these schedules in detailed manner, schedule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we will learn it in a different chapter, because we are having a chapter of environmental acts and policies. A different chapter we have there, we will learn about the schedules. But as of now, you need to know that schedule 1, when any kind of animal, when they are in schedule 1, you need to know that majorly they are under endangered kind of condition. There they are very much vulnerable to get endangered, and because of that, if you are not conserving them, if proper conservation policies are not adopted, then what will happen? They will become extinct. Their population will decrease tremendously, that one day you will find no fishing cats. And this is the reason for which they have been given the most preference as schedule 1, and they are prohibited from hunting. If anyone is found to kill them, hunt them, then they will have to face the court of law. They will have to face either penalty or jail or whatever punishment is being given accordingly. Is it clear regarding the fishing cats? Right? Yes. Then similarly, since they are endangered, I have told you, in under schedule 1 you will find the species under endangered conditions, endangered, critically endangered, this kind of species, right? So the species are also under threat of having this international trade. Why do people do this international trade? People do this international trade because if they find some kind of benefits. If you say the one-horned rhinoceros, yes, the one-horned rhino, which is very famous in the Kaziranga in Assam. Yes, not only in Kaziranga, basically it's in Assam. Its horn is believed to have some medicinal properties. Yes, in Chinese medicine, it has been said that the horn is having certain medicinal properties, and because of that, illegal hunting or poaching is done every now and then. Similarly, these fishing cats are also, they in the medicines, in these traditional medicines, they are also having certain kind of beneficial effects, and because of that purpose, international trade is possible of this particular species, and this is the reason for which they have been put under a kind of convention, under a rule. This is the CITES, Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species. It's an international convention in which all the member countries will join hands together, and they will try to prohibit the in this international trade for these animals, because if they are found, then they will have to face the court of law again. And there they're having appendices, appendix 1, appendix 2. So this, under the sites, they have been categorized under appendix 2, and when they are categorized under appendix 2, that means here the, suppose, let me say that by any case, if Indian government requires any kind of help in order to stop the international trade of this fishing cats, then they will have to take the help of the other countries as well. Animals which are under the appendix 2, the government has to take the help of the other government. They will have to tell the other government that, see, by any chance, if there is illegal trading taking place, you should ban it. Yes, if you ban it, it's very important that you should ban it. Then and then only we will be safe in protecting our species. So those kind of category are being in appendix 2. But if you consider about appendix 1, in appendix 1, the government doesn't take any help of the other government. They solely will decide whether to punish or not. Those organisms which are in appendix 1, they will be punished by the one government if they find it illegal. But here they will have to take the help of the other government to find it whether illegal trading is taking place or not, and then they will have to ban it, and then they could take the actions. So a combined actions are taken. So just like we have Project Tiger, Project Elephant, Project Snow Leopard, for fishing cat as well, we have the fishing cat project. And interestingly, this fishing cat project of India, it's the world's longest running project for the fishing cats. It was started in 2010, and it's running yet. And they are mainly they're functional in these two states. One is in West Bengal and one is in Odisha.